This is Dave Katz with Therapist Consultant, and I have a tip for you. You know, one of the things that therapists don't do that other health professionals do is offer assessments. Now, you may offer some assessments, and most therapists offer no assessments. You see, if you go to a medical doctor, they'll do lab tests. If you go to a chiropractor, they'll do x-rays. If you go to an optometrist, they'll put you behind those machines and diagnose what's wrong with your eyes, your vision. But therapists generally don't do an assessment. Now, it's easy to do an assessment. First of all, I would suggest that you go to Pearson Clinical Assessments. Just Google Pearson Clinical Assessments. They have all the tests you could ever want at Pearson Clinical Assessments. And by the way, there are 3 levels. There's A level, which anybody can do. A basketball coach could do those. B level is generally the master's degree level, and C level is the doctor's degree level. But you can probably do everything you want on the B level. They have every test you could possibly want. Now, if you do a longer test, it may be 180 true and false questions, and then it's graded by computer. It's graded online, and you get the results, and you can share it with the patient. I talked to one therapist. She said, "I'm so glad you had me start doing clinical assessments." I said, "Why is that?" She said, "Well, two reasons. First of all," she said, "they're so spot on." That's the word she used. They're so spot on. They really tell the patient where they stand. And she said the second thing is it makes me address things that I may not have addressed had I not had that assessment. So think about doing clinical assessments. You know, you can charge $100 plus the cost of the test as your minimum amount. So the typical test is going to cost $27. If you charge $127, you make $100 profit, and that's the minimum amount. It could be all the way up to $300 or $400 that you would charge for that test. If you have a small test, they're there's Beck anxiety, Beck depression, and quality of life. We like to do those 3 together. They're all found on Pearson Clinical Assessments. So why don't you go to them? There's another company called PAR, P-A-R. I like Pearson Clinical Assessments. We don't get any rebate or anything from them. They don't know us. We don't know them personally. But I think it would be a good idea to do those large tests or to do those 3 little tests together. We call that a battery, and charge for it. The patient will get so much more out of it. You'll make so much